Last Seen Alive, released in 2022 on Netflix. This is worthy of your subscription.
Do I have to ask you, how's your marriage?
I think we need a break.
What's the matter? I'm gonna have to pull over and almost on empty. Is it the work? I mean, I know I've not been around so much.
I don't actually know what it is.
So you don't know what's wrong. We know what happens when you're unfulfilled. We've been there.
I don't feel anything anymore.
Looking for my wife. You didn't see a woman in here? I don't know. Lisa! 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 Is she here?
No, she's not. She's with you.
Weren't you supposed to drop her off there?
1 minute she was there, the next minute she was gone.
Did you have a fight? Is that what this is?
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, I would like to report a missing person, my wife. I need the camera footage from surveillance.
Camera's been busted a couple weeks.
You said the camera's not working? That's live. What's going on here?
I got no video here, okay?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, thank you.
It's hard not to like any film that Gerard Butler is in, and this is no exception. Butler was depended upon to carry this flick about a husband who loses his wife at a convenience store gas station just before visiting her parents, then finding himself in the middle of a small-town meth ring and a cast of sleazy characters who are no match for a vengeful husband with skills. Last Seen is a quick and dirty story about a not-so-perfect marriage, as many of them are, but deep down there is love there, and it will triumph over evil. Jamie Alexander stars as the misbegotten wife, and Russell Hornsby as the detective who is on the case but doesn't exactly solve anything. This is all Butler. Good, efficient scripting, direction that doesn't get in the way, and no CGI to speak of. I'd watch it again. Last Seen Alive, released in 2022 on Netflix, 8 of 10 stars. Black Adam, released in 2022 in the theaters and in streaming services. Add this to your list of time-wasting movies of the year.
Let me see your hands.
A relatively new superhero villain has been placed on the big screen for all to see. His name for most of this DC epic is Teth Adam. He doesn't get the title name until the last few minutes of this standard kill-em-all, beat-em-all tale of a being who wakes up out of his time and must work with the, quote, Justice Society to save a city somewhere in Africa this time. Well, again, we have a guy who is impervious to bullets, bombs, insults, women, and doesn't know how to enter a room through the door. The busy Dwayne Johnson, no longer The Rock, lends his time to what one can only assume he hopes will be yet another superhero franchise, along with Aldous Hodge, who plays the Hawkman here, and Pierce Brosnan, whose character, Dr. Fate, took the paycheck and checked out at the end of this film. Black Adam is unique in that it all happens in one place, and New York, Los Angeles, London, or Tokyo don't get any play. Director Jeremy Colette Serra and crew had a lot of post-production work to do on the visuals. Writers Adam Sitikiel and Rory Haynes, along with Sohab Noshirvani, did not bore us with a new set of cliches, but instead spoke to us in plain English with sprinkles of phrases from a time 500 years in the past. It's not a bad film and worthy of being seen on the big screen, but apparently not exciting enough to have a run any longer than 2 weeks on the big screen before it made the streaming services for free. I won't watch it again. Black Adam, released in 2022 on the big screen on the streaming services. 7 of 10 stars. Where the Crawdads Sing, released in 2022 on Netflix.
In town, they tell the story of the marsh girl, the one who grew up alone in the wild. But they never really knew me. Like most stories, the facts don't weigh into it. I didn't know how to do life. You didn't see me. I was better off learning from the marsh.
Hello, Miss Kyle.
I hear got bad muscles.
The marsh taught me how to survive, but it couldn't teach me everything.
You can't live alone in the marsh forever.
Watch me.
All right. It's dangerous to live out here alone like this.
I'm fine.
You're something else, ain't you?
Miss Catherine Clark is charged with the murder of Chase Andrews. Prosecution has announced it will seek the death penalty.
I'm going to get out of here.
This is one worthy of your time, starring Daisy Edgar Jones, David Strathairn, who's been in everything, Taylor John Smith, Harris Dickinson, and the familiar face of Michael Hyatt of Snowfall and a lot of TV and movies. This tale, set in the marshes of North Carolina, is based on the book of the same name. The slowness of the script do not hinder the tale of a life spent in virtual isolation, but full of the company of nature and the appreciation of it. That life, for our heroine Kaya Clark, is interrupted by life in the town nearby and the people in it. This story of a girl abandoned by her family and shunned by others has all the emotional elements: empathy, anger, love, and justice. If you have read the award-winning book, don't compare it to the movie. Take each one as they are. It's a great film to watch with the family, friends, and the one you love. Where the Crawdads Sing, released in 2022 on Netflix. 8 of 10 stars.